Welcome back once again to WWE's Miz-itude. We are starting part 4 today, which hopefully is just as good as the last couple of parts have been. Without further ado, let's just get this one started. We are going to be starting on, this should be the SmackDown show, so hopefully the SmackDown show is just as good as last week's SmackDown show. Anyway, let me start reading this. Hey Miz, it's time to start working on part 4 of the Miz-itude. Are you ready, Miz? You know that you can put down the Xbox controller and do something useful for a change. For example, you can get to your normal spot, Miz. Man, would you quit nagging me, Mr. Producer? I am almost at level SR50. I don't know what SR50 is, but okay. For my Spartan in Halo 4 War Games, I even have a special service tag number for my Spartan. It's A316, which stands for Austin 316. Says that I just stuck to you with a sticky plasma grenade, biatch. Well, that line right there, that whole part, completely ruined this story for me. So you better make it up. That part just completely ruined this for me. What do you think of that, Mr. Producer? What do I think? I think it doesn't matter what you think, Mr. Producer. Come to think of it, with all joking set aside, I guess you're right, Mr. Producer. It is time to start working on part 4 of my awesome DVD set, The Miz-itude. After all, I have to keep all my fans happy, and I can save the galaxy some other time. Good. Please do not put any more of that Halo 4 talk in the Miz-itude. WWE Home Video, in association with THQ and Max Slasher Productions, proudly presents The Miz-itude Part 4, the true, untold, awesome story of the WWE's Attitude Era that was seen through the eyes of The Miz. What do we start with this time? Of course, it's going to be Michael Cole probably introducing us. Yes, it is. Welcome, everybody, once again to The Miz-itude Part 4. As you know already, I'm the voice of the WWE, Michael Cole. And during the course of this great DVD set, we have been viewing some of the greatest matches that took place during the WWE's Attitude Era. For those who are new to this series, who decided to watch the 4th DVD before watching the previous DVDs, the way this whole thing works is that the Miz and I will explain the type of match you are about to see, and the rest is up to you. Now keep in mind, all the matches that you will see on this 4th disc all happened through the Miz's own eyes, which makes this DVD set so great. No, Michael, stop right there. Because once again, the Miz has to correct your mistake. This DVD set is awesome, not great. And the cameraman better focus on me because I can't see myself talk. You got it? That's a lot better, Mr. Cameraman. I'm the most must-see. He still gets this wrong. It's not the must-see, it's the most must-see. Anyway, it's just a little nitpicking I'm doing here. I'm the most must-see WWE Intercontinental Champion of all time. And the next time that you have me out of focus, Mr. Cameraman, I will have you fired. Got it? Now that's out of the way, we can begin talking about the first match on this DVD. I can remember when the Big Show, or during that time he was known as Paul Wight, grabbed Santino Marella by his throat and nearly chokeslammed the poor guy straight through the ring, given the fact that my other favorite pastime, besides wrestling, is watching awesome movies. I decided to give this match a really awesome movie title. So let's take a look at what I like to call the GI Santino, the Rise of the Cobra match. So enjoy it, all you misfits. Sounds interesting to me, Miz. But one quick question before we talk before we show the match. How can you see yourself talk? Very good point, Michael. Very good point. But this is the GI Santino Rise of the Cobra match. Well, this should be an interesting one. Santino Marella versus the Big Show, otherwise known as Paul Wight, otherwise known as the Giant. Which, this should also probably be a very quick match. Of course, I'm going to be playing as Well, it's the Big Show. Yeah, I'm going to be playing as Paul Wight, otherwise known as the Giant. Well, in WCW, he was the Giant. But I still tend to like to call him the Giant. When he looks like this, he's always the Giant to me, not just Paul Wight. I mean, that's his actual name. I'm not going to... I'd rather call him the Giant. Ow. Oh, what are you doing? Really? Santino, really? You honestly think you're going to beat the Big Show? You really think you're going to beat the Giant? Really? I don't know how delusional you are to think that. But you've got to be very damn delusional to think that you can beat fucking the Big Show. Well, he is doing a good job of reversing, but it's not going to save him in the long run of things. Anyway, there's not much to talk about during this match, so I'm just going to go off completely to an unrelated topic from everything that's going on right on screen, if you guys don't mind. But lately, I've been watching the show American Horror Story. I don't know if you guys have seen that show, but holy shit, that show is fucking awesome. I'm only on season 1. I think I'm on episode 9 or 10. I got a couple episodes left in the season. I won't spoil anything, but if you guys have not seen that show, fucking watch it. It is incredible. It's one of the most it's just all around fantastic. Every episode, you're going to be asking yourself, how the hell can they top that? How are they going to keep going with this story? They find ways to keep going, and my God, the ways even surprise me. Some of this stuff, you know, you won't expect. Some of it, yeah, you'll expect it, but I mean, goddamn, some of that stuff is like truly. It can be quite scary too. I'd recommend watching it with some lights on, or you know, with someone else, you know, with maybe significant other or someone like that, maybe some family members, so you don't scare yourself shitless. Unfortunately, I watched it alone, in the dark. No one was home. Probably, it was around 1 or 2 in the morning. It was raining out when I first started watching it, so yeah, it was I had a bad time that first night getting through that show. I mean, it was good, but like I said, shit could get scary there. So I would recommend watching that with, someone, so you don't get scared shitless like I did. I mean, unless you like that feeling of being scared shitless, I mean, then by all means, go ahead and watch that. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted to talk about that. I know it has nothing to do with this video, and some of you don't give 2 shits about it, but it's a very good show, and I just had to bring it up because, oh, he would not be able to do that to the Big Show. There's no way Santino would be able to belly-to-belly suplex Big Show. Anyway, back to American Horror Story. That show is just great. The characters are even great. The one thing about that show is that every season is a new story and like a new location. I don't know if the characters, like the cast, is the same. I don't know if like they keep the same cast, maybe change. Obviously, they probably play different characters, but I don't know if they keep the same cast and stuff. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't got to season 2 yet. I'm almost only on episode 9 or 10 of season 1. I think there's 12 episodes in the season. If you have Netflix Instant, it's on there. I definitely recommend checking it out. It's definitely worth it. If not, find it online. It's definitely worth downloading and/or watching from a streaming site online. It's definitely worth it. Anyway, let's get to the ending of this match, which is going to be a big choke slam to Santino Marella. Chokeslam him right through the ring. You know what? Speaking of that, 1, 2. Oh, only a 1, but chokeslam through the ring. That should be, or it's just any moves through the ring should be one of the oh my god moments in WWE 14. Maybe I'm alone in thinking that, but I think that would be pretty cool. You know, because obviously there's been some moments where the ring is broken. One I can think of is Big Show and Taker. Another one I can think of is Bam Bam and Taz in ECW. Bam Bam Bigelow and Taz in ECW. I can't think of too many more off the top of my head right now. I know there's one that TNA did one time where the center of the ring broke or something. I think there was one with Edge and Undertaker in Hell in a Cell, if I remember correctly. I don't remember I can't really remember right now too many more with the ring completely, like, you know, go through the ring. Also, I'd like to see stuff done like with the stage as well for those as well, you know. I'd like to just see a lot more of the oh my god moments. There's very few in this. There's like the turnbuckle and the barricade, and that's basically it. I'd like to see special ones for, you know, Hell in a Cell, special ones for cage matches, special ones for ladder matches, special ones for table matches, special ones for, you know, just any type of match, special ones with different objects, special ones with objects set up in different positions, special ones with even like different parts of the barricade. You know, if you do something in the center of the barricade, maybe you know, throw them into the crowd and you go into the crowd or something. I don't know, I'm just listing off random things right now that I can think of. Maybe something with the top of the stage, you know, throwing them off the stage if you get a couple of finishers. Anyway, 1, 2, 3. Big Show, a.k.a. Paul Wight, a.k.a. The Giant, has beat Santino in the GI Santino Rise of the Cobra match, if I believe that is what it was titled as by The Miz. I could be wrong. I do believe that is what The Miz had this one called. But this match is over now. And this episode might be, I don't know what we're about to witness here. I don't know if there's going to be more. Alright, yes, I do believe this is a spot I can leave it on. I'm going to sit here for about 30 seconds just to make sure that this doesn't start cycling through anything, so you guys don't miss anything. Alright, this is definitely good, but that's going to do it for this part of WWE's Miz-itude. If you guys enjoyed me talking about especially during matches, just talking about different topics, such as, like in this one, I talked about the American Horror Story and what I believe, you know, they should do for oh my god moments. If you want more stuff like where I talk about stuff like that in future episodes, rather than just sitting there boring you guys with crappy commentary over a match because there's not much you can talk about. But yeah, especially let me know if you guys want to see more stuff like that, or unless you just want me to commentate the match, I guess I could do that. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, leave comments, anything you guys want to do, and I'll see you guys when we come back.